Hello and welcome to Traditional Painting the Digital Way. This is where I use digital painting apps to teach traditional painting techniques. This is another video in my quick studies series, and in this one we're going to be focusing on a jagged type mountain, and we're just going to be looking at one type of mountain. This is the kind of mountain that sometimes Bob Ross would put in his paintings. So I thought that I would use ArtRage for Android to go ahead and use this one because it kind of gives you a palette knife look. And so what I wanted to do was start out with a plain blue sky because we just kind of want to focus on the mountain. And I found a reference photo in Pixabay where you can get royalty-free reference photos, and I just wanted to show how you could do the top of the mountain. So here I've got a plain blue sky added, and if you're following along with traditional paints, ultramarine blue with some white acrylic gesso would work for that. And then here I'm adding the underpainting of the mountain, and right here we're just trying to kind of get the look of the mountain and its jagged edges, and I'm using a dark underpainting, which is the first layer of paint, of a purple color, and you can use a dark brown or a dark purple. A dark blue will work even, and I just kind of want sort of a dark gray even would work. So I'm just kind of filling that in, working on the edges, getting the shape of what you want your mountain to look like, and then we want to go ahead and add some snow and the jagged rocks. So you would take either a lighter orange color, and don't make it totally white because that will make it look too chalky. You want sort of an off-white color. So I'm using sort of a peach color, and if you're following along traditionally, you would use maybe some white paint with a touch of cadmium orange in it, or even cadmium yellow, just something that makes it off-white. And we want to go ahead and not kill all the dark color underneath. We want to make it look like there's crevices and big rocks, and the snow is caught on the edges of this jagged looking mountain here. And then you want to go ahead and kind of smudge in the edges of the snow. Don't leave some hard edges. You want to kind of soften it. And if you're following along traditionally, you can use a paper towel, a brush, another brush, a dry brush, or your finger. Here I'm using some of the blending brushes and ArtRage here. And again, don't kill all the dark color underneath. You want to leave some dark color. And then here I'm doing the same thing to the shadowed side of the mountain. So the snow that is going to be in the shadowed side, and also the rocks, is going to be a light blue color. It's going to be darker than the sunlit side. So the sun's coming from the right side in this picture, and then the left side is going to be in shadow. So I'm adding a little bit of the blue, light blue color, and you can use ultramarine blue if you're following on traditionally with some white mixed in. Smudge that as well and make it jagged lines in sort of zigzag shapes, following the shape of rocks and canyons and crevices. What do you call it? Crevices, whatever you call it, on the edge of the mountains there. And you want to go ahead and sort of go ahead and add a little bit more highlight on the sunlit side. And now you can use a brighter white, maybe not completely white, but almost white, or you can add a little bit more, a tiny bit of pure white. But you want this to be on the edges of your mountain. You want to make sure that you still have the layers of different color there. You don't want to get rid of all your off-white colors either. Just some tiny highlights, like the sun is hitting the snow and it's glistening right there. So this is just a quick way to make a really rough mountain. And of course you can make it more detailed and spend more time and add more rocks and add some more detail to it. But if you just want a quick single mountain there, that's one way to do it. So thanks everybody for watching. Thank you so much for your support. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. And if you want to see more quick studies, then hit that subscribe button. And I will catch you later.